Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but the mainstream media isn't using the picture with the flag and the fist pump. It's a really awesome picture. A lot of people buy it on their t-shirts. Why do you think that they stopped using it in their thumbnails? And the answer is, I think it was the Associated Press or someone else on Twitter basically asking the other journalists to stop using that picture because it makes Trump look too good and it's not objective. Like, that's very interesting. You remember like how many pictures they used in 2016 where he looked unhinged? Because it's very easy to listen to a guy just have a speech and then catch one frame where he looks bored or he looks unhinged, like whatever. And this is one of the ways the mainstream media manipulates by using the thumbnail. You can actually tell if you're reading from a right-wing rag or a left-wing rag based on the person they're presenting and their thumbnail they're going with. So yeah, this was one of the interesting things. But the other interesting things was the Senate hearings. I don't know if you guys listened to them. I listened to the one with the FBI and the one with the Secret Service. And I found it very interesting because on some basic bitch questions, the Secret Service would be, oh, we can't answer this, but we would defer you to the FBI investigation. Ask them. And they would ask the exact same question to the FBI, and they would be like, oh, we can't answer this. You need to defer to the Secret Service investigation. Ask them. They weren't doing a really good job at alleviating the conspiracy theory. And the conspiracy theory is that it's not incompetence, it's malice. But I suppose it's possible, right? Like, maybe it is incompetence. Like, all of these people from America, they're absolutely incompetent, like maximum incompetence, and they manage to climb the ladder at these public institutions and reach the top. Because everyone is incompetent there, isn't there, Dev? Huh? Short Fat Otaku, am I not right? Literally everybody is incompetent, and they promote other incompetent people. It just so fucking happens all across the board through all these institutions. Everyone just doesn't know what they're doing. Shooter is there, everyone is there, finger up their ass. Yes, complete incompetence. But speaking of conspiracy theories, there is one that the left has, which is one that I find incredibly bizarre because I don't get the point of it. And their conspiracy is that Trump wasn't hit by a bullet. It's that he was hit by a piece of shrapnel. So now the FBI director, Christopher Wray, breathes more life into this conspiracy theory because when asked how close do you think Trump was dying? And by the way, like, you gotta have like some really high quality senators to ask these questions. It's like, how close was you of dying? Like, we see the footage. But he says they don't know because he may have been hit with shrapnel. Ah. Well, that makes it entirely different, doesn't it? Well, so, okay, I don't even get the purpose of this conspiracy theory. Like, let's assume that it's true. So what? It doesn't change anything, right? Because if you're Donald Trump, and let's assume that you actually do get hit with shrapnel, you don't fucking know what you got hit with. Like, you're having the rally, you're giving the speech, all of a sudden you hear gunfire, and you realize they're shooting at you, and you feel a burning sensation into your ear as you're dropping on the ground and the Secret Service is on top of you. Like, you actually believe that you got shot, right? Like, even if it were to be shrapnel, and the fact that he got back up and started fist pumping, it still shows courage, right? Like he still doesn't know at that point. It's like, is there only one shooter? Am I still in danger? Like, he doesn't know any of these things, right? But he still sits there and fist pumps going fight, fight, fight. So why would it be different? How would it be different? Why does it even matter? Who cares? The problem is, like, why was there a person on a roof? How were they on that roof? Because I understand the roof had the slope, so like the guy must have had mag boots or something. Like, he was capable of grounding himself into reality far more than your average leftist. Because the leftist wasn't there on the roof defending it. So like, how is it possible for a person to get into that position, to get that close, and to actually fire several shots, which actually ended up killing people in the crowd, right? Like, so that is the question. Now, I did say it in the beginning when I actually saw this happen, because I saw it live. And the first thing that went into my mind is it fake or not? Because The photo op that Donald Trump got at the end of this is so good that the mainstream media just doesn't want to use it. That's how good it is. Like, you cannot pay for that picture, right? And I was thinking, like, okay, well, is there a possibility that it is staged? Because it looked too good. And that hypothesis went out the window the moment you find out that there's dead people, right? Like, it wasn't in a secluded area, it wasn't inside the building. Like, no, it was a big gathering of people. Like, everyone saw the individuals getting shot. It was harrowing. So there's no way to fake that, right? Because, like, I thought, okay, like, maybe he has a blood pack in his hand and someone throws down firecrackers in the crowd. He smacks the blood pack on his ear, hits the deck, right? Like, you can fake this without having someone actually firing a single bullet. But then again, you find out, no, actually people died. So there is no way you can believe it. Because I'm willing to entertain conspiracy theories if they're plausible, right? Like, conspiracy theories means different explanation than what the government says. I'm willing to entertain them and to see, like for instance, yesterday, apparently, Biden's watch wasn't the same as the actual watch, right? So, like, Biden had this press conference, this addressing the nation event, and people say that it was AI, and I'm like, no, we actually don't have the technology for the AI to look that good and that reliable, and it was high definition, so, like, no, I don't believe that. But the second one was the watch, and the watch apparently didn't fit the actual time when the live stream happened, and that can be explained by the fact that the president flies a lot, so the watch can be set on a different time zone than the one where they were recording. Or that maybe it's just like a piece of jewelry and he didn't give a shit to fix it. Like, there are other explanations, but, like, I'm willing to entertain it, right? Like, I'm willing to discuss where people point something out, and I'm willing to look into it and see if it can be rationalized away, or if, like, there's no way to rationalize it, and then if there's no way to rationalize it, and my eyes don't deceive me, then I'm like, okay, well, it turns out that it's very possible that is true. In this situation, I don't even have to entertain it. In this situation, there were people that died, so there was a shooting. Now, is it a shrapnel that hit him, or is it an actual bullet? Like, we already have a picture that shows the frame with the bullet in it. And on top of that, there have also been people that recreated the trajectory of the bullet, because we know where the people who got shot were at in the bench. We know where the shooter was at, so they recreated the trajectory, and it does seem that the bullets are flying really, really close to Trump's head. So it's very possible that, yeah, it is a bullet. Would it be completely improbable, completely impossible for it to be shrapnel? Probably not, but, like, again, why does it matter? I don't see what exactly would change things if it was shrapnel. Like, shrapnel can kill as well, right? Like, I don't get this thing that they're insisting on talking about whether it's a bullet or a shrapnel, and I think, like, the reason they're doing it is to distract the conversation. Like, instead of talking about the fact, like, how did this happen, how was it possible, why did they do it, like, what was the reason, instead of talking about these things, they're fixated on, oh, was it a bullet or was it a shrapnel? It's like, okay, fine, whatever. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.